Welcome back, y'all, to IntuiThyme with your boy E. This reading will be for my 5 signs, goddamn, you know what time it is. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where y'all at? This will be a read for y'all for February 5th through the 18th of 2024. Hope y'all been doing good, hope y'all been doing well. Hope y'all been living well, eating well, and doing well by each other. Let's get into this. And let's see what we get for us today. Let's see what we get for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do they need to be made privy of these upcoming weeks here? What do my fire signs need to be made privy of this upcoming week? For these next 2 weeks, February 5th through the 18th. Gonna get into it right here. All right. So, starting off, top row, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Sun upright, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So, looking at this here, some of you are definitely seems like essentially procrastinating. Seem like you're kind of bored, just don't have the energy or the passion to do what you would like to do. Feels like you're being weighed down, a lot of things going on around you. I feel like you have a lot of things that are unfinished that you would like to do, but just don't have the motivation as now. And with the Nine of Swords being in reverse right next to the Ace of Wands in reverse, that's inner turmoil, that's deep-seated fears, releasing worry, reaching out, having hope. This could be secrets that you're definitely holding on to. So somebody is definitely, I mean, the wand jumps out, so you know that's fire energies. We just have to be honest and open about it. You know, I'm not a biased reader. I don't come on here and be like, oh, I'm a Leo, so I'm just gonna do fire signs. Every read finna be fire. Like, no pun intended, but you know what I'm saying? I just have to read the energy that's pulled, you know. So, and the cards be spot the fuck on too, dude. Like, I've had people reach out to me, you know, about the reads, like, oh my god, it resonated and this, that, and third, and so somebody definitely needs to hear this. I know, like, bro, get to the point. My bad. Let's get back to this shit. But anyway, you're basically sitting around feeling bored, you know, just procrastinate with things you want to do, but just don't have the motivation to do it because of all the outside things that are going on, work related. Probably got to take care of kids and probably got to take care of your elderly. Somebody can't take care of themselves. It could be a gang of things going on that just prevents you from getting to what you want to actually do. So whatever you have going on right now is already draining you. But I definitely see you coming to a point where you're reaching out for help. Like, not necessarily like, oh yeah, I need help. I need to go see a fucking psychiatrist. But not to that extent. But I mean, if you are in therapy, salute to you. You know, we definitely need more mentally healed people in this world, and the way the world's set up is definitely chaos, definitely chaotic. You know, everybody's walking around looking over their shoulder. You know, it's pretty chaotic, and I can understand why. We won't get into that over here though. But what I can say is pandemic. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Shit, even before then, fuck you talking about. But just basically feeling just down, defeated, like, I can't do nothing, I can't do anything. To the point where just like, you know what, I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to one of my friends, one of my talk to your partner if you're in a relationship, and really just, you know, pour out to them, just to vent about what you're going through. Just deep-seated fears. I'm not sure if you're in a relationship with someone, but definitely the deep-seated fears. What that tells me is there is a lot of pushback with you and yourself because you're worried about what may come with it. Like, say if you were a musician and you make music or a content creator, you're worried about how are people going to receive you, you know? And the best way to do that is to not dim your light. Just continue to be you, because every person on this planet is unique in some way, shape, or form. And what's crazy is most people try to emulate other people, and it's like that doesn't do any good for them, because now you're just a number. Now you're just a unit. Now you're just a drone. So you have to be unique. No matter if people don't get it now, they will catch on. You just have to not dim your light. And whatever you got planned that you just sitting back on, this is the message for you to get your ass up and go ahead and get it cracking. I don't care if you're not confident in it. Put it out. If you put your heart into that shit, put it out. I'm telling you, the world is going to receive it with love. There's a lot of things that I've put out and I'm like, or I'm sitting on. I'm just like, damn, is they gonna fuck with us? They gonna, And I'll just put it out there, you know? Like over on my Miller Time channel, I just put out videos of what's on my mind, what's going on in the work life and whatnot. My views on certain things, whether it comes to relationships, whether it comes to whatever the case may be, through my experience, not through someone else's eyes or lens. I give my perspective. I don't hold back. I'm being me, being authentic. So, getting back to the Nine of Swords in reverse, you working through the deep-seated fears and just coming out of that shell and just introducing yourself to the world as the unique, not the unit, you know. And next to the Nine of Swords in reverse, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So that's that's misfortune. Not trying to change, having a negative phase, pretty much going through a dark night of the soul, if you will. Revealing the shadow self, not necessarily getting or working on it, but something about the mood that you're in, you know. Maybe you might lash out at somebody in public or something like that. And then everybody around like, oh my God, what's wrong with him? Not knowing what you're going through, what you're feeling on the inside, and all the pressure that you may have built up from things of the past or whatever your schedule may have that has you so unfocused because you have to focus on the job or you have to focus on whatever else it is, your family, your kids, your spouse, things of that nature. So this is kind of having the resistance to change. So it's not like you want to make any adjustments. You're kind of content, feeling content with where you are. Even though you want to reach out and see if anybody can just lend an ear for you to vent, you would rather stay in a position where it's like, nah, I got this, because I can't nobody help, can't nobody blase blah. And it's like, I mean, we're here for a reason. You can't just get through life by yourself. You're literally going to have to come in contact with people in your life, whether it's for a job, whatever. You know, we don't have to get into that deep, but I get it. I understand that. And this is one thing myself that I can say that I'm trying to come out of. And it gets better and better by the day, honestly. Of being more open, less closed off, less, you know, avoidant, if you will. Like, essentially just coming to the grips of, you know, if you were trying to run anything and you want people to fuck with you, you have to fuck with the people. Even though you may not fuck with people, you got to fuck with who fucks with you. So it's all about finding your tribe, ultimately, with this passion that you have been delaying putting out there, the project that you've been delaying putting out there. But ultimately, I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, even though that's misfortune, we got that right next to the sun, upright. So this is positivity, pleasure, a possible birth if you do have a child or do have a child on the way. Congratulations to you. This is definitely joy, warmth, celebration, success. Everything's good. Pleasure, positivity, happiness, vitality, having fun. And with this being paired next to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, even though you may have misfortune, feel like you have no control over what's going on, trying to resist the change, I do see you breaking that cycle. Even though you may have a negative phase getting out of that, I mean, it hurts to heal. You know, the initial wound never hurts. It's the scab that fucking make you go, God damn that shit. It's not even the initial wound. It's the healing part that hurts more, you know? So it takes time. It takes repetition. That's what builds muscle. That's what builds attitude, you know? Just have to keep doing it, and eventually you will be at a point where it's like, I'm glad I came out of that shit. I'm glad I just started opening up. And even if you're disappointed with the people you open up to, you don't have to take it out on them. Everybody wasn't meant to be with you on this journey, you know? You pretty much using your discernment at that point to see who is right for you and who's not, you know? Because everybody that approach you with a smile ain't good for you. That don't necessarily mean anything. That's called deception. And by nature, that's what humans do, deceive. I don't know who I said this with, what video I said this on, but I was basically talking about how a baby knows how to get its way by just crying, even though they may not need their diaper changed or they got gas or something like that or hungry. Even if they just trying to, well, I want the toy or whatever. I just want your attention. I'm just going to cry for a little bit. And then as soon as you give me the attention or whatever, I'm going to stop. So that's how I look at it. That's how I really look at it. People are deceptive by nature. But there's no need for you to deceive people by just going along with their story, trying to fit in. You need to stand up. You're unique. You're already a fire sign. You got fire in your chart somewhere. You have to have that flair, that individuality about yourself. Don't matter your damn sign. I don't give a fuck if you are a Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. It doesn't matter. It's you being the unique flame that you are, regardless of sign. And I see you doing it. I see you getting into the mode of being happy, being fun to be around, having that warmth about you, you know, getting back in touch with humans, giving people a chance. And next to the sun, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is somebody that gives what they get. So if somebody is, you know, you trying to be nice to them, or not even trying to be nice, but you just in a good mood, and you look at somebody and you say what's up, and they just flare up and be or frown up at you, you'll probably be like, well, fuck you, man, goof. That's what a lot of people do, but some people have matured to the point, and I've yet to work on this because I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect, goddamn. But people will just make a pass and just be like, yo, whatever. They just having a bad day or whatever. It's not personal. And that's the main thing. None of it's personal. None of it is personal. It's always, well, if I'm in a good mood, why would I let this person ruin my mood just because they're having a bad day? You know, it may hit you a little bit and you'd be like, oh, I just want to knock this month. But you'd be just like, you know what? I don't know what you're going through, really. So I can't be too mad. But I definitely see you being happy. But it's kind of like the Russell Westbrook complex, where it's like, okay, you cool, you acting goofy and all that shit, having fun. But as soon as somebody do some clown shit, you just turn up on their ass. Like, bro, why the fuck did you do that? Now, why would you do that? One of them type of scenarios, you know. But you're definitely self confident. Could be the introverted type, have a little insecurities or whatever, and not looking at the big picture. Once again, going back to the idea of reacting versus understanding, like, okay, this person could just be having a bad day. Let me not take it personal. That takes time, and I'm still working on it myself. So for me to say that, be working on it, but still chooses the former, which would be if a person walked past and I'm saying what's up and they just ignore it, mean mug or look crazy, I just be like, bro, I will bust you in your motherfucking head. Don't do that. Before I leave out or before I leave the scene, I'll just be like, you know what? I don't know what they going through. Shit. And it ain't my burden to bear. So I'm gonna just let them pass. I ain't gonna take it personal. Obviously, if it gets personal and they try to be the aggressor, knock their ass out. What you mean? But outside of that, just let it flow. No need to sit there and dig and dive deep into it and try to create problems. Nah, I ain't got time for that. We getting too old now. You feel me? So with the Queen of Wands in reverse next to the Sun upright, it's kind of like you're here one day, you're gone the next. Kind of like your moods fluctuate. So I see you working through that though, because at the bottom we got the Four of Swords upright, the Seven of Cups upright, the Star in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Knight of Wands upright. So with that Four of Swords in reverse, I mean upright, my bad. You pretty much resting, relaxing, just pretty much thinking about all the possibilities that you could have if you change your whole outlook and your whole view on approaching things. It's all about the approach. It's all about how you react, right? That being paired next to the Seven of Cups upright. This is you really contemplating on different opportunities that you can have before you, depending on what avenue you decide to take. Wishful thinking, definitely. These are your choices that you have. And the illusion of what you may think could unfold with the situation, the scenario, based off of what you're meditating on. You could think it could come out a certain way and it be completely opposite, or it could come out the end result could be exactly what the fuck you was wishing for, but how it played out was completely different than how you imagined. You know, things like that. So that's definitely you just sitting back contemplating, thinking about different choices you make and what may play out in the scenario. And ultimately, you just need to, put those thoughts to action. Getting back to the Ace of Wands up top in the reverse. Instead of sitting back thinking on it, now it's time to act on it. And by act, I don't mean immediately get up and just start writing stuff and write whatever you do. You gotta, it's steps, it's methodical. You have to take your time with it. Be in the Seven of Pentacles energy where you just water that shit and watch it grow. Even though the Seven of Pentacles isn't here, no Pentacles here. So this definitely isn't about money. This is essentially about thoughts and action. I see wands, I see swords, I see fire, I see air. So moving on from the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups, we got the Star and the World, and both in reverse. So this is someone that's losing faith, feeling discouraged, the insecurities are kicking in, not trusting yourself and just going with the flow, just kind of like holding back and just becoming disconnected from everything. Could be feeling a bit overwhelmed with everything that you do have on your plate and what you want to achieve. But once again, Four of Swords, you have to rest and contemplate. You got to really sit back and think. And I see you doing it. You're thinking about the opportunities. You're looking at everything that could possibly present itself to you for whatever venture that you decide to take, whether it's be in love, relationship, career, moving situations. It all boils down to what's the course of action that needs to be taken to achieve this. So even though you're feeling discouraged and you're seeking personal closure and possibly trying to take shortcuts to success and trying to see how you can finesse your way and get something on and running, you got to start at the grass. You got to start at the soil. You got to start with the soil. You got to start from the ground up, and it takes time. Definitely takes time. You got to make sure you're meeting the right people. You got to make sure that these people are credible, whether this be in business, whether this be in relationships, jobs, whatever. And it doesn't take you long to find these things out. It's kind of like, okay, well, you can pick up on a person. You can check their track record, check the pedigree. Hell, check their CCAP. If you're in Wisconsin, you know what CCAP is. And see what the fuck going on with them. Now, with the world in reverse, this is you feeling like you want to take shortcuts to get to the top. But once again, it's just all methods. You got to take your time with it. You definitely got to take your time with it. And it's beautiful, actually, because with both the star and the world being in reverse, I see the Knight of Wands is up right at the very end. So this is you really getting to your core and just spawning that light, that passion, that energy, getting inspired to do what you want to do. That gets you out that stagnant Ace of Wands in reverse energy. So you were definitely making moves and quick as fuck too, boy. I know how fire signs work. That's what I'm saying. It's like at the beginning you feeling like you're doubting yourself. You really don't feel like you should do X, Y, and Z. But then you just take a sit. You just take a step back, rest and relax. You may have doubts, but then you say, you know what, folks, ain't shit gonna shake until I actually put this shit out here. So let me go ahead and start here. You might upload a video. You might upload a track. You know what I'm saying? You could look into different platforms or different mediums of media to share your creations with. And in time, that will definitely grow. In time, you'll definitely be in the star energy upright. Instead of sitting back, trying to take shortcuts, not really preparing, you know. But I definitely see that you are coming to the mode of, you know what, let me get out this energy. I have to do this. And I see you being consistent with it. And I see you taking action on this quickly. That Knight of Wands at the end that's very beautiful. Right below the Queen of Wands in reverse. So that's you coming out of that introvertedness, the insecurities, being narrow-minded. Could be tend to be a little jealous of what other people may have, and deceitful instead of being honest, you know. Walking into places with a mean mug or not feeling up to par, you know, but still going around people and spilling your your bad energy with everybody else. It's not really a good thing to be around. I'm gonna be honest with you. But once again, I can say myself, this is something that I'm working on too. So y'all are not alone. Definitely not alone. But with the oracle messages from the spirit animals deck, you pulled the ladybug. So that's good luck. As I like to call good fortune, you know. Now, what this says, you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with the color and good luck. Going back to that individuality. Don't ever doubt what you're doing couldn't work. If you see 1,000 people doing one thing, you may be the one to break the molds that make that shit worth tuning into, and everybody tunes into you, or everybody listens to your music because you made the beats a certain way, or you used a certain filter on your voice, or whatever have you, that just caught on like, bro, this is some unique ass shit. I fucks with this. And so it's just all pretty much sitting back, resting, and figuring out what steps you need to take and who you need to connect with to progress your success, your happiness. And with the ladybug here, good luck. I don't think it get no better than that. Good fortune, definitely. And I definitely see you taking action like all fire signs do. Or those with fire signs, fire placements in their chart. This is beautiful. This is somebody that's coming out of the lazy energy and actually putting effort into what they want to do. I like it. Still sitting back, resting, and contemplating on what you need to do, but goddamn it, you're doing it, and I'm proud of it. Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, this has been one. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you do like the content, and if not, that's fine. I know a few of y'all out here was able to resonate with this message, and I hope that it helps you on your journey within these next 2 weeks. And once again, it may or may not resonate with your situation. Also, you can check your other placements. Those are up on the channel now as well. But it's been real. Until next time, y'all take care.